All right, here's another round of full self-driving, see how it does. Heading from a neighborhood to, well, already going fast, but heading to a neighborhood to place in kind of middle Vero and Sebastian. So it's actually a decent trip, about 8.5 miles, but it's kind of come out of a neighborhood. So we're gonna see if it can get out of here pretty well. And what's interesting is it's taking any possible back entrance. So here's, okay. Would have hit that. That was a problem. Didn't see that little arm, which it never really sees those arms, I guess. So would have smoked that thing. But it does open pretty quick, so it probably would have been okay. But it definitely didn't see it. It wasn't aware of that, so not great. So do better, Tesla. Do better. Okay, here we go. Okay, not too bad of acceleration on that one. It's actually pretty decent. Full self-driving has been kind of needy lately too. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm screwing up because I'm not putting a lot of input on it. But we'll see. Pretty fast intersection. Whoa. So there's cars coming. Maybe not. Now you can go. All right. Wow. Hesitated. Jeez. I am not kidding when I tell you that this thing is like doing a 0 to 60 pull every time it pulls out in front of traffic. It's like, wow. It's like that's a lot of pressure there. But that's okay. I have a theory. I think it's a problem with the regular model where they tested most of the full self-driving on probably versus the Model 3 Performance, which, you know, obviously has faster acceleration. And, you know, 30% or 40% throttle on a, you know, just a standard range is not, you know, a lot of power, but 30-40% of throttle, or I should say, you know, I guess it's throttle. I don't even know what to say about it. Is different on a Model 3 Performance. You know, 40% power versus 40% power on a standard model is different. So, cruises. We should be going through some mostly chill areas. Nothing really too congested, but it does get a little bit of traffic here. It looks like it's going to take the faster route too. It's actually going to take the higher speeds. Interesting how it goes into that striped lane to switch like that too. So, kind of like it followed the car in front of us and then was like, oh, we're just going to do exactly what they're doing. But so this is going to be a faster route. If we look at the route here, oops. If we look at this route, it's going to be like faster, probably 66. Oh, 58. So that's good. So that'll be decent awareness of everything that's happening here. Here we go. Somebody asked me about the speed. Like, how does it handle the speed limit? You know, does it actually go the speed limit? Does it go faster? Does it go slower? It goes faster. It almost always goes faster. And I have no way to really control this that I know of. So it says max, right? It says auto and then max for speed limit, right? So it just goes a little bit over it, about 5, 6, 7 over it. And I have no way to really slow it down. Now, when you get on the highway, this changes to like a movable mark. It says like 77 on the 70 mile an hour, so you can actually go up and down using your dial here. But here I can't do a thing. If I press my dial up, press it down, it doesn't change. You see how it kind of highlights that? Kind of makes it a little bit bolder. So can't do anything about that. Sees the bicyclists on the side again. That's one thing around here that we really have to kind of watch out for is all the people riding their bikes. It's like they're bold, you know, they'll ride right on the side of the road. See, it didn't really even flinch for that car. That's pretty good. Didn't even flinch. And that was an okay stop, not too bad.
In 1 mile, turn right onto 58th Avenue Southwest.
Here we go. I bet you it's gonna try to pass this guy here in a second, but Tesla gets pretty impatient. Yep, she's impatient. Let's see. And this is one of those instances where it goes almost exactly the speed limit. So your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, just shoot them over in the comments, and I'll try to do it. I'll try to test it in any way you can think of. You know, if there's a certain drive that you guys do, let me know, and I'll try to mimic it or try to make it better. See if I can test it. Looks like we got a little construction here too. See if this has any problems. I think that road straight ahead is closed. So
Now turn right onto 58th Avenue Southwest.
So does it see the green arrow? Yes, it does. And it doesn't even hesitate. Wow, very good, man. Very good. Spot on. Now these cones over here, they used to show up. Now I don't see them ever. So it's probably an update. Nothing too exciting about this particular spot. It's kind of wide open. We're gonna come up to a really busy intersection, and that might be interesting to see for sure. And we'll go from there. Looks like the police right there. Yep. We've been having a lot of storms. Like if in the rearview mirror there's like black clouds, like really black clouds. But that's what you get with Florida. I wish you wouldn't use the brakes, the actual brakes, and just use the regenerative braking to save the brakes on this thing. But it definitely slams on the brakes, it uses them every time. I can drive this car without ever using the brakes, without ever putting my foot on the brake pedal. You can just use the gas or the accelerator to go fast or slow down, Guy approaching on the back here. Every single time. I got one bottle over here that's sitting on the floorboard garbage, and it's like every time forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm barely holding on. I'm just holding on this side, but on the bottom left. So I'm just kind of holding down, barely. Letting it go. Looks like I'm catching every single light too, which kind of sucks, but. busier intersection. This is 58th and 60th, or State Road 60. Sorry, 58th and 60, and just a big intersection in Vero. They're also after the intersection. We're going to see how it merges. So how is it going to handle the intersection? What's it going to do? Which lane is it going to choose? And then also, how is it going to merge? Is it going to merge? Is it going to cut somebody off like it did last time? Or is it just going to kind of merge in? I don't know. I'm curious. So this is the intersection. And then as we cross over straight ahead, we're going to go straight. It does do a little merge, 2 lights or 1 light down after this light. Now you can see everything that's happening in this area. If I just inch up, I'm inching up just barely, just so we can see everything. And look at that. I mean, you can see everything on this. You see the cars over there, you see the cars behind me, you see the cars, oops, cars right there. You see a car pulling out still. Oops. I know how to use this thing. See that? You can see the car ready to pull out. So cool. Or you can see just about everything on here. It's kind of glitchy a little bit, I guess. Nice. You can see the cars on the other side. You can see those cars sitting there. These cars over here. It's pretty cool. Nice view radius for this. You see these cars coming through. Look at that. I mean, it's nice. Look at that. That guy, you could see that guy wasn't perfectly in his lane, you know? Like these guys are crossing over that right mile or lane marker. It's kind of neat. Even this guy making a U-turn. Whoosh, U-turn. U-turn. Wow. It's amazing. Cool technology, man. Really cool technology. All right, here we go. We're accelerating. Okay, so at this next light, it merges. We'll see what happens. See what it does. I usually hate the people, or not hate the people. I usually am like, you know, this lane ends in the right, right? I'm always in the left lane, and I'm always like, you know, this lane ends. You're gonna have to get over. And I'm always like, well, I'll let him over. I guess I'll let him come in. So here we are. Maybe it does it ahead of time. Now would be a good time to get over. Ah, look at that. Well, smart. But now this car is really slowed down. Okay. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm not sure how good it is at, but it's pretty good, I guess, at seeing it. But it could have prepared to slow down. It could have prepared a longer ago to slow down a little bit before having to hit the brakes pretty heavy. So that was pretty good maneuver. At least the lane change was good. Just about an eighth of a mile, or not an eighth of a mile, 0.8 miles from where our destination is. Let's see how it handles this turn. And then it's a dirt road, so I usually take over at that point because it goes way too fast on dirt roads. Not great. Okay. I wonder if it sees the planes in the sky.
1,000 feet. Turn right onto 38th Place.
Okay.
Now turn right onto 38th Place.
Nice blinker. Everything looks good. You see it? Got that perfect. Nice. And now, as you can see, it goes way too fast. So let me stop this. Another successful trip, other than the fact that it almost hit the gate to get in, or to get out of a subdivision. All right, guys, later.